everybody, it's time for another J9's Patio Chat check-in. It is number 395. I'll talk about that in a little bit, but I want to get right to the birthdays. So it is Nira's birthday, Nira Villeneuve, and I met her through my friend Michelle. My friend Michelle hosted a Stella and Dot party, and Nira was the person running the party, and I know she's still connected to Stella and Dot. So Nira, I hope you're having a wonderful birthday. It is Danielle's birthday, and Danielle is my cousin on my mom's side. Through her mom is Barbara Quinn, and so as you know, the Newfoundland side of my family is huge. So I don't know, I'll be honest, if I've ever met Danielle because I have hundreds and hundreds of relatives. But so clearly it's not someone I know well, but she is a part of my family. So I hope, Danielle, you're having a wonderful birthday. It is also Loretta Lynn's birthday today, and she's 89 years old. And those that know me well know I'm not a country music fan at all. But you know what? I have a special appreciation for Loretta Lynn. She's been around for a long time. She's done a lot of stuff. I do. I really have an appreciation for her. And I have an appreciation for the names of some of her songs. So one, of course, that resonates, well, not resonates with me because I'm not a coal miner's daughter, but Coal Miner's Daughter is one I remember her for, or I always think about when I think about Loretta Lynn, I should say. But she's got some interesting other songs. Blue Kentucky Girl, Mr. and Mrs. Used to Be, You Ain't Woman Enough to Take My Man, Don't Come Home a-Drinkin' with Lovin' on Your Mind, Woman of the World, Leave My World Alone. So I hope that Loretta Lynn is having a beautiful birthday wherever she is. And it is also, yesterday I missed a birthday. It was Rocky's birthday, 14 years old, and that is my friend Amberine's dog. And let me tell you, I remember when Amberine got this dog. So Amberine is in Ottawa, and we're actually working in the same branch now, but we're not working closely together. But we used to work together. She was in Ottawa. She was working on Hep C. I was working on HIV and hepatitis C. And anyway, we would see each other regularly back in the day when we traveled, even like this wasn't even a COVID thing, back when we traveled quite frequently for work in the government. And I remember when Amberine got Rocky. So I hope Rocky had a great birthday yesterday. So I said I'd get back to 395. This day last year, would you believe, I did Patio Chat number 30. And today I'm doing number 395. I'm blown away. Another thing I did a year ago today, on April 14th, 2020, was a chat with Rochelle Hatcher and Scott Thomas from the alumni. So they both work for CBU. Actually, Rochelle has moved on now, but at the time she was working there. And they interviewed me, and it was lovely because they were sort of taking a page from my book to connect with alumni all over. And they did these little chats, these little video chats. And so we did one a year ago today. So that was lovely. It was nice to see that memory come up. And a lot of memories are coming up for me regarding my trip to Yellowknife with my friend Anne. You'll see me sharing those. It was a really amazing trip in April 2019. Really lucky to take that. And so, yeah, a year ago today, we had actually gone to the range. And for those, like kind of an iconic place in Yellowknife, we went for Chinese food at the Red Apple. We went to a Hits of the 80s show that was put on by like a local choir. It was lovely. But earlier in the day, we went to lunch and we had Ethiopian food. And I was very interested to find out that Yellowknife was known for this particular restaurant and the Ethiopian food. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting to eat so many different things when we were in Yellowknife. We were there, I think, for 4 days, maybe not even, like it was a really short, maybe 4 days, but it was a short trip. It wasn't at all a long trip. It was a whirlwind trip. And we packed in anything and everything we could. But I'll tell you, we ate a lot of food while we were there, and we ate a lot of different, diverse food, and I was really surprised. Like I said, I didn't expect to have Ethiopian food in Yellowknife, but I did. Anyway, it was lovely. So I'm wearing my Liverpool scarf and my sweatshirt. I went to a Liverpool game today. So I made the decision today to actually officially change my hours from 8 to 4, which will really help me with a couple of things. I go to some gym classes during the week that start at 5, and Liverpool games sometimes start at 4 during the week. So it's just easier for me. I won't necessarily be there right at the beginning. So today I wasn't there at the beginning of the game. And let me tell you, the place was packed solid. There was no score to the game, and we really needed a couple of points. We didn't get them, but the other team didn't score either. So there it is. We're moving on to the game on Monday. But tomorrow is the anniversary. It will be 32 years since the Hillsborough disaster. And one of our Liverpool members, Lynn Fox, lost her brother, Steve, in that disaster. And there was she and others made a documentary called Our Steve. I think that's right. I hope I'm right about that. I actually put it on my phone to make, yes, it's called Our Steve. And so Lynn we haven't seen Lynn for a while. You know, of course, with COVID, some people are in, they're out, they're there, they're not there. So it was nice to see Lynn today. But on April 15th, 1989, at the FA Cup semi-final football match at Hillsborough Stadium in Sheffield, UK, there were 96 people, unfortunately, who were crushed to death during this disaster. And Steve was one of them. And so I was just happy to see Lynn today and to honor Steve. And I'll talk about it tomorrow as well. But certainly the documentary is, I watched it last year for the first time, and it was very moving. I'm a newer, I think you guys know, I've only started watching Liverpool in the last few years. So my brother had to explain the Hillsborough disaster to me because I wasn't familiar. So I learned about it for the first time last year. And just to meet somebody who's so personally affected and impacted is significant as well. So I will talk about that again tomorrow because the anniversary is tomorrow. But I was glad to see Lynn tonight, and I was glad to see so many of my Liverpool people. I saw there were some people tonight that we hadn't seen in a long time. So it was really lovely. You know, the game didn't go the way we wanted, but it's just really nice to see people. I have to say that. So I'm sure there's more. I probably have forgotten something. $3.95, guys. Like, seriously. Monday will be $400. I'm blown away, even by myself. So, take good care of yourselves. Take good care of others. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.